Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to go over how to level up quickly and efficiently in countless worlds. Not only will you be able to level up quickly, but you'll also be able to grind materials way easier with this method. If you're a new player to either the demo or the full release, my best advice that I can give you is picking up any quests that you can find immediately. Ones that are doable within your level range. A few of the more difficult ones are going to have some restrictions, but there should be a few starter quests that you can do. For example, in the demo currently there is a super easy bee quest, kill 3 small bees. That is a great quest to immediately grab and complete. Now the next part of this video is going to be explaining why foxes are the best enemy to fight. Now before we dive into the foxes, we gotta talk about mobility. When you're starting out, you might not need movement, speed, or jump all that much, but later down the road you will, especially for the bosses and surprisingly for the bats. The bats are probably doable without all that much movement, but they're still pretty difficult to a new player. However, the attack speed of the foxes and anything before it, such as the slimes, the sand slimes, the crabs, and the bees, are totally fine. Their attack speed isn't that whacked out and their attacks aren't that insane either. This basically means a new player can fight anything from a level 1 to a level 7 without the need of mobility pretty easily. Now up on screen there should be a bunch of stats, and these potentially could get changed, but for right now with the demo and all the information gathered, the foxes actually have the highest EXP gain out of all of the enemies outside of bosses. All of the stats are compared with their health mainly. We're not looking at the total amount of enemies, but you could look at it that way if you want to as well. This is where it gets a little bit more fun. Not only are you grinding the best enemy for EXP and levels, but you are also grinding the materials that they drop, such as the haste potion and all of their quills, their fur, everything needed for the boots and the cloak, which give mobility. Now, what if I told you you could double the rewards that you get? It might not be that obvious, but you can actually pair up enemies together and fight multiple at the same time. Over where the foxes are, there are 2 of them that are super close. You can either fight those ones, but there is also a few other foxes that you can rally together, and they just come close enough to where you can battle them together. This doesn't only apply to foxes. You can rally up together slimes, bees, or even different enemies. You can rally up a slime with a bee and fight those. If you do fight different enemies together, they will drop their respective materials and their respective amount of EXP bundled together. If you are a new player, I would recommend trying out a single enemy at a time before jumping into 2 at a time. It could be pretty difficult getting the hang of it. And that is it. The fox is one of the best methods of getting EXP really easily and really quickly when starting out. For the best rewards, try to pair them up whenever you can, but if it's way too soon and you're still new, then give it a moment, get a few bits of gear, and then try when you have higher stats. That is gonna be everything for this video. I hope it was very helpful and informative, and I will see ya.